In this episode, I'll be tackling a very delicate topic, which I know many people might not support or may think in a different way. And that is why I have to think about this very well before I make any statement. But as I continue to think, I became very sure in my thoughts, and I believe that it's worthwhile to voice them out. As I said, these are my opinion. And so you can go to the comment section and tell me why you think differently or probably support. But as I always do, let me take a break and I'll get back to you. Welcome. My name is Gabriel. Let me start by asking you, do you need education to make money? Or is it even important at all to have formal education to make money? This might not be a very crucial question until you start interrogating the reason why many people go to school, but only few people really make it. And I mean, right from birth, the next is your parent to throw you to school. But in reality, out of 8 billion people in this world, 48% of the total wealth is in the hands of 1.2% people. And isn't that irony that 86% of people in this same world is educated? I personally was raised in a family where we believe that school is everything. And I mean formal education. So even if your parents are poor, they do everything possible to make sure that you go to school. Thinking that more you go to school, the more opportunities you create for yourself. But that is not necessarily the truth. Come to think of it, the grandfather went through a path. The parent went through the same path. Uncles and aunties went through the same path. And the family is the same, even deteriorating. So then there might be something wrong. You see, this phenomenon has carried families, towns, churches, cities, and even countries, that education is the key. What kind of education are we talking about here? Formal or informal or both? And so you realize that even though people can read and write, it does not show anything that they are industrious. For instance, there are countries that they practically have to buy everything from somewhere else. I mean, I know a country that spends over $50 million for just onion every year when they are fertile soil. And the seriousness is that the educated youth have no jobs. So what are we saying here? $50 million can give a very good livelihood for thousands, if only they know how to farm onion in their own backyard. This is why I prefer industry and entrepreneurship than that kind of education. Now you'll be asking me, are you saying we must not go to school? Absolutely not. It's very important to go to school. But with school, let your mind be fixed on the thing that fixes you, your family, and your community. Other than that, you'll be educated for nothing. Your education will not impact the environment. Well, when your family has money, then you have the luxury to study anything, but not where I come from. Not where I come from. Now, and you see, I'm saying this because of my experiences. Thank God that I have the opportunity to live and get some exposure. I would have been blaming maybe my parents, the government, or someone else. I know a friend who is good with fixing cars. That is a mechanic. Well, he had a degree too. So he had been applying for a bank job, but he never got it. So one time I told him, my brother, thank God that you can do something, but you are rather looking for something else. Why don't you develop this business and grow to the level where you'll be proud of? You know what he told me? So what have I gone to school for? Why did I study business administration for? He mentioned some of his mates who got jobs, and that is what he wants. But the thing is, he never asked how much they earn in their jobs. He never even calculated how much he's gonna make if he works as a mechanic for a year. And this is the problem. This is where many people fault. Many times, the problem we have is not an issue of politics or government. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. 99% of the problems we have It's a seated beliefs which you grew up with. We've inherited certain belief systems from probably our parents, our teachers, our church, our environment, and we cannot change. We all want an office job, even if it pays nothing to talk about. A parent takes his kids to school and want them to be the best student, which is good, but that's it. So the child also passes all the exams, and that's it. Without thinking that school is for a time, but life is until you die. So you see, even if you go to school, you have to come out with something in your hands. You should be able to produce something that you can sell, a product or service. We don't know this. We don't know this. The fact that someone got a good job after school does not mean it will extend to everyone. What it will extend to everyone is the fact that you can do something. When a parent becomes a medical doctor, a child does not necessarily become a medical doctor too. The child has to go through the curricula to get there. But if a parent builds a company, the child automatically becomes a potential manager. And that is how generational wealth is built. So finally, I can say that you can go anywhere if you can master a craft. Community needs people who can solve problems, not people who can just talk. And when you are able to solve problems, making money is automatic. And so, I will always choose making money than going to school. No school can teach you how to make money. You got to learn how to make money by yourself. And remember, at the end of it all, as it is said in Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verses 19, a feast is made for laughter. Wine makes life merry. And money is the answer for everything. Once again, my name is Gabriel. See ya.